Alright, so update to Monday's video, since you guys didn't get to see the fat PS3 in action, even though there's really nothing working about it. But red light, power light comes on, but there's no video. So let's try. Boots up, but no video. And then just blinking red LED. And you saw the yellow light, and then it turns red. So, a couple possibilities. One, it's overheating immediately, which it's a potential issue, but it's not as common as you would think. It would usually need to be running for hours before it really does that. But who knows? The second possibility is that either the GPU or the CPU have come loose from the PCB. It's a ball grid array chip for both of them, which means that they're soldered onto the board with little tiny balls, and I'll see if I can put some overlay so you guys see what I'm talking about. But it's, I guess, a known issue on some of these older PS3s that they can separate from the board and fails. You can do reballing. It's not cheap, but it's an option. So, and the third possibility is there are these capacitors. They almost look like chips, but they're capacitors and they're plastic, so removing them is a pain in the butt. But they can be removed, it can be recapped, and these can be salvaged as a result. So hopefully I'll be able to do a future video on this and get it working. But even if I don't get it working, there's plenty of spare parts that I could potentially use. I mean, just the shell in general. Sure, it's kind of shiny, scuffed and everything, but maybe we can polish it, but we'll see. But the next update I have is regarding the original Xbox. Now, if you remember, I couldn't really fully test it because the controller was missing the little adapter cable. Well, one came in, of course, after I posted the video, but we'll go ahead and give it a shot and see if we can get it to work. So I've got my little adapter cable plugged in. Power's on, and just as the last video showed, it does at least somewhat work, but let's see if we can get past the clock. Controller's working. Alright, good. So, let's see if there's anything on here. Audio CD, is there something in here? Back out of here real quick. Ooh, the CD tray gets stuck. Common for CD-ROM drives in general. That's why there is a small hole here you could fit a paper clip in to eject the disc. So let's see if I can do that now. And since I can't find the paper clip, we'll use this wire that's used to clean the desoldering gun. No, there is no disc inside, so I'm not sure why it thinks there's an audio disc in here. Could just be a general menu. I never owned one of these. I played one a few times at my buddy's house, but I never owned one, so then again, this could be a modded Xbox, and it just knows maybe an ISO image or something like that. So let's take a look and see what we've got here. 5,000 blocks available. Not sure what that means. I'm assuming the drive might be wiped or there's different partitioning on here. Okay, so let's go ahead and put a disk inside and see if it will work. It's ejecting now normally, probably because I got unstuck. Again, sorry for shaky cam and everything, but I'm just doing this kind of ad hoc, so. I have no idea if the game works, if the Xbox works. This thing is flashing light around the eject button. I don't know what that means, so. Still don't have an option to play a game, so the hard drive might be intact just because of the fact that it's showing how many blocks are free. The D-pad on this controller is just horrible. But I cannot get anything to show up for the actual game disc, so again, I don't know if that's normal or not. So what we're gonna do is let's turn this off and go from there. But yeah, I don't know if it's able to actually read discs, or maybe this disc doesn't work. There really is no way for me to test. Actually, I have another way to test. I do have another Xbox disc. I will be back. So I forgot I picked this little demo disc too, so we'll try it and see if this works maybe. Because the other game, the Star Wars 2, it's got some scuffs and scratches, so it just might not be readable. This one's in a little bit better shape. And again, it could just be that the disk drive just doesn't read discs, and it is what it is. So that's looking like that could be it. I'll have to do a little bit of research and see if there are known problems with disk drives. Perhaps the disk drive can be replaced. I mean, it's not flashing anymore. That's a lot less time than it tried to read a disc before with the Star Wars 2, Lego Star Wars 2. But I'm still not getting anything over here, so I don't know what to make of this. So yeah, looks like this Xbox might have disk drive issues, which not horrible. I mean, considering the age of it, could be a capacitor issue still. These are known to have bad capacitors, especially the clock chip, so, or especially the clock capacitor. So, but yeah, just a little update to Monday's video, and like I said, each one of these consoles will have its own video in the future. We'll go over each one, tear it apart, clean them, try to fix whatever might be wrong with it, and go from there. So that'll be it for this video. If you liked it, hit the thumbs up, and if you haven't yet, subscribe, but there's never an obligation to do so. If you didn't like the video, hit the thumbs down, but please, if you do that, leave a comment below as to why, so I can try to use that to make improvements going forward. Otherwise, thanks all, and I'll catch you later.